there's apparently some infighting at DHS. So you have figures like that guy, Tom Homan, and then of course, Kristi Noem, who have very different strategies of how they want to pursue deporting as many people as possible. So Tom Homan, he wants to do it in what he would consider like the old school fashion. And so he wants to use traditional methods, including police research, to develop target lists and to give priority to people with criminal histories, which should not have to be a thing that you say, but just a reminder to everyone that they claim that's what all of this is about. But the factional warfare, they don't all agree that they should be going after the actual criminals. So you might be wondering, okay, so if that's the traditional way, well, what's the non-traditional way? Well, that's Kristi Noem. And what is her priority? What does she care about? Well, she cares about having her little moment, doing her little hype videos, dressing up, getting her hair done and makeup, taking some photos, maybe some TikToks. It's gonna be fun. And so that's what she wants to do. She wants to do these large attention-grabbing operations like have happened in Chicago that are meant to push migrants to self-deport, I guess, because they're so utterly barbaric that people are like, well, I don't want to go through that. I guess I'll just leave willingly or whatever. And so that's what she wants to do. And so there really are different factions. Homan has the ear of the president and remains influential at the White House, whereas Noem and the guy that she's dating, Corey Lewandowski, have direct authority over personnel and policy decisions. So that could potentially become even more of an open fight, especially if Donald Trump starts to try to rein in Kristi Noem. We'll see. But her tactics are not necessarily getting to the numbers that Donald Trump or the guy who's actually in charge, Stephen Miller, want to see. So in Chicago, they've been doing all these operations, but they haven't actually been boosting their arrest numbers nearly as much as they need to. As of late October, ICE and Customs and Border Protection have made 3,000 arrests in Chicago over 2 months. That's the same number the White House has demanded they make a day. So that's a lot. That's gonna be pretty difficult. And you need to hit those daily numbers if you wanted to be deporting the, I don't know, 10 to 100 million people they think they're gonna eventually deport, JR. What do you think?
Again, I guess their plans just don't work out. Even their mass deportation, hateful policy plans that they really thought would, I guess, attract enough people. Who was left to then still be a part of supporting this stuff? 3,000 a day. Like, there's no way they actually thought, I mean, Stephen Miller probably thought that because he's demented, but they actually thought that if that number got to that point, and maybe that is the purpose, going back to my original thought on this. If you're going that hardcore on it, you're going after so many vulnerable, normal folks in this country that the fight would have to be had in the streets. It would be constant. Like, they're already trying to get there. But I guess the incentive base is enough. I guess those pullback of those incentives that they dangled in front of these idiots, these Proud Boys faces that before they recruited them over there, it just wasn't enough. Maybe they're running out of gas. Maybe their fat guts don't allow them to run and chase down people enough and they just can't keep up. So again, I guess that's why now toddlers are being targeted. They're frustrated and they're like, well, we have to go for someone that we can overpower. Let's go for the children. It's sad. It's disgusting.
It is.